Hi, everybody. I'm Tim Estiloz for the Spiel on Entertainment, and I'm here with director Sean King O'Grady to talk about his frightening and claustrophobic new film, We Need to Do Something, coming to theaters very soon. Sean, it's a pleasure to chat with you.
Hey, great to talk with you as well. Thanks for having me.
I have to tell you, this film had all the ways of making somebody very frightened by this film. As you as the director, a first-time director on this film, tell our audience what this film is about.
This film is about a family that is trapped in a bathroom during what they believe to be a natural disaster that turns out to be something far more sinister.
Mm-hmm. Now, this film was written by Max Booth III, who based it on his novella from 2020. What I found about this film is that even though it was written before the pandemic, it's quite an allegory on some of the fear and claustrophobia that we felt during that time, as well as the lockdown. Was that something that you tried to achieve going into this film?
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't have any interest in making like a COVID film per se, but I think what was great is, as you said, it serves as an allegory. These are things that unfortunately we've all experienced over the past year and a half or however long it's been. The isolation, the claustrophobia, the fear of the unknown outside the door. I think those are things that most of us, fortunately, had not previously experienced, but now we all unfortunately have, and that really made it resonate with me, and I thought it would, scare people.
As I said, it had quite the effect. I don't want to give anything away, but there are a lot of moments that had me going, in a good way, in a great way. Now, this is your directorial debut, as I mentioned. So what were some of the challenges that you faced as a director making this film, not only during the pandemic, during the height of the pandemic, in fact, but also in such a tight, limited space on your set?
Those two things kind of worked in favor of one another. And just in this sense that, yes, there was a lot of anxiety surrounding making this film during the pandemic. We made an anxiety-filled movie. I think it helped. Unfortunately, the circumstances were unfortunate. We took advantage of it the best we could. Also, being in a limited location was helpful because we didn't have to worry about moves. Right. So it wasn't, we have to do this company move in the middle of the day to this new location. We have to keep it safe there. We had one space that we had to keep safe for 90% of our shoot. And that actually made it, it's focus, right? You can hyper focus on what you're doing, make sure that you're doing it well, make sure that you're doing it safely. And it was a really great experience.
One of the things that I enjoyed about this film is that it's not only very frightening and with all the scares that you'd expect, that you'd want from a horror film, but it was also a nice mix of humor. But it was a humor that was based in a lot of tension and fear. Was that something that was tricky for you to pull off?
No, actually, that was very easy for me to pull off because that's how I've survived the past year and a half. I think if you can't face like the horrific things that are happening in this world with a sense of humor, you just never get out of bed.
And finally, you have a great cast in this film. And having a great small ensemble is very important when you don't have really a lot of other environments for you to work in. It's very focused on the characters. Tell me about working with this cast.
Oh, it was incredible. Everyone on this cast hadn't worked in 9 months, just like myself, and we showed up ready to go. We all became really good friends really quickly, and it was clear to me that everybody was committed, despite like the weird circumstances under which we were making this. Everybody just wanted to make a really great film. So it was challenging. It was physically demanding for all of them with the various stunts and effects, and nobody complained once, and everybody just had a blast. It was like, it really couldn't have been a better experience from working with the cast standpoint.
Last question, very quickly. Going forward, do you feel you want to keep working in this sort of horror genre?
It was too much fun to not do it again.
Any ideas, any plans ahead that you're working on right at the present time?
Yeah, I got a couple things in the hopper. Hopefully we'll be able to discuss those soon.
Well, I want to congratulate you on this great film. Again, I love a good horror film, and this definitely fits the bill. We've been talking with director Sean King O'Grady about his new film, We Need to Do Something, coming to theaters and on demand on September 3rd. Be sure to check it out. Hold tight to your popcorn. You're going to need it.
Awesome, Tim. Thank you.